Hi, everybody. This is Bunky from Tea Time with Bunky. I'm inviting you to tune in to be a part of tomorrow's Political Tuesday with Tea Time with Bunky, August 20th at 6 p.m. This topic is conditional equality. We're equal until it's inconvenient. It goes with the climate of so many things that are going on around us. And I would like to dive deep into the Black community because it doesn't seem like we have those many conversations, especially locally on platforms like this. So tune in, tell a friend, like, share, follow, and subscribe. We will be having this conversation. And I want you all to be a part of it. It's open dialogue because there's just so many things that just aren't fair. And it seems like Black people don't voice their opinions. And we're, like it says, we're equal until it's inconvenient. So I'll see you all tomorrow with my special guest, Shad, from In the Studio with the Rec Boys. And we will be talking about this thing. So I'll see you tomorrow, 6 p.m. Bye-bye. Welcome to Tea Time with Bunky. This is Message. Hi, Dan. All right.
Welcome to Tea Time with
Welcome to Tea Time with Bunky.
This is super recent.
Welcome to Tea Time with Bunky. I missed you guys. I really did. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Tea Time with Bunky. I'm going to do my little quick thank yous really quick because we got a lot to dive into. I would like to thank all my Tea Time with Bunky viewers and subscribers. Everyone who's been there from the beginning, thank you for continuing this journey with me. All the people that are just tuning in, just find out about Tea Time with Bunky. Join in, jump in, enjoy the ride. Tonight is Political Tuesday, which is on at 6 p.m. on Tuesdays up until elections, probably a little bit after, but up until elections. I have my special guest from In the Studio with the Rec Boys. He will be taking this ride with me, Mr. Shad. I'll pull him up in a minute, but I just want to remind no, I didn't pull him up. Shad from In the Studio with the Rec Boys. Yay! I don't need to have nothing like that.
What's happening? You could have did your little spill. I could have sat back waiting. You know?
I know, but I just wanted to bring you up there because you're like a safety blanket right now. So I want to remind everybody that my back to school book bag drawing is on Thursday. So for those that didn't get their names in, look, it's going to be Thursday either way. So I'm giving away 3. Shad In the Studio with the Rec Boys is giving away 3. And Mel, a friend of the friends, is giving away 3. So right now it's kind of looking like everybody's getting something.
That's super dope.
That
is super dope. I'm glad to be a part.
They got to be a part of it. And Shad is having at the rec center. He's giving away school supplies on the 31st. So you guys make sure you go there. What's your address, Shad?
45 North Main Street, Liberty, New York. You already know it's the rec center. It will be hosted by us, given by the legendary Kings Riders. So it's a bike club. They're trying to do their 1-2. There's going to be hella bikes out here. They're actually raffling off a bike. So, yeah, it is crazy. We're going to have hot dogs, hamburgers. I'm donating Italian ices. So we're going to have like 5 dope flavors. Pull your kids up, even if you got school supplies. Come, right. Say what's up. Feel the vibe. 45 North Main.
And what's the time?
It is from 1 until the
Hey, Chris, 1 till 6. 1 till 6.
Yeah, or the supplies run out. But I'm telling you, we have a lot of supplies. So make sure you guys pull up. If you guys want to donate, you can stop by 45 North Main Street, Liberty, New York, the rec center. We have a little donation jar in the front. Shout out to everybody that's already donated. We've had a few people who donated. So shout out to them. We're going to do a big post and big announcement once everything is in and everything is gotten. But yeah, the 31st, it's a Saturday. It's going to be a busy Saturday. It's going to be a fun Saturday. So make sure you guys pull up, hang out with us.
Look, we're trying to give back, but if the community doesn't participate, what are you supposed to do? All you can do is go out there and try to help, right? If they don't want to take the help, there's nothing you can do. So this show, Conditional Equality equal until it's inconvenient. Now, we were going to do part 2 about Kamala Harris, which we're going to do, but just not today. We're helping everybody understand and learn more about her, whoever's not watching the DNC. But what brought this show on, Shad, for people that don't know, we're equal until it's an inconvenience. And I find let me put this disclaimer up here. I find
Here you go.
I find that a lot of people in our community where we live in Sullivan County, New York, let's shout it out there. Black people, we are like afraid, or I say program. This is my opinion. Don't come for me. Program to not speak up for ourselves. Meaning, what I mean is defend some of the things that our ancestors have gone through. Okay, it's like it's always okay. I know you've gone through that. Let's put us on the back burner. And where I'm going with that is a situation just arose where you got to call it out there. There's a lot of anti-Semitism going on in this world right now. That is a whole fact. There's a lot of it. There's always been a lot of anti-Black stuff going on. People ain't gonna call it out, but it's always been going on, right? Now, I don't feel that getting a speeding ticket, driving violations, or whatever is anti-Semitic. If you speak out against something you don't like because it's offensive to you, it's anti-Semitic. Everything is not anti-Semitic. Everything isn't. But Black people, I can only speak for self, are so afraid to speak out against. Why? And it's not even fair because I respect it in a way. I respect it because people may be afraid to lose their businesses or lose their jobs or be blackballed in some way or another, But a situation just happened with an officer here. Over many years, he had been doing his job. Okay. He's hired to protect and serve. Okay. So they don't like that. It's been so many crazy accidents. For people that don't live here in Sullivan County, the 2 months of the summer for us is like double Dutch. Really. You get on the road, it's like double Dutch. Am I going to make it through? What's going to happen? And it's terrifying. And nobody pulls them over. We see, when I say them, because that was, somebody said them. Yeah, them. I'm talking about the Hasidic.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, because there's different Jewish groups, and that's the thing. Like, they're just more extreme, and they have a right to be. I mean, do you? No judgment, but respect the people around you. Also, hello, we all live together. Black people are afraid to say that. I'm seeing, or that I'll get messages. I'll get messages in my box when I post stuff. So why aren't you saying this? But I get it. Okay,
Is it Black people or people in general?
Well, it might be people in general, but I can only speak Black people because I'm Black.
Got you.
It's different. We can't hide what we are.
Not at all.
We're Black all day, every day, no matter what we do, And I love my Blackness. I love it. But like I was saying, this officer was doing his job, and because he's been doing his job over the years, there's been many complaints about this officer. And tonight, and I wish I could have been there, but the board meeting is at 6 p.m. They're going to accept. They understand power is in numbers. I wonder. You're right, Chris. They stand together. We don't stand together. Finally, it was enough. Enough was enough. He resigned, right? And you know how they always have this. Here we go. This is on that nasty, uncensored Sullivan County page, which I don't even know why it's allowed, right? From, who is it? Josh Gross, whoever Josh Gross is. And he wrote, officer, leave his name blank, with Fallsburg PD is no longer with the department. Anyone with details, I've had the displeasure of being pulled over by him. Everybody that I know that have been pulled over by him said that there's been nothing but kindness. But basically, he's there to do his job. Now, wait a second. Wait. I gotta do this real quick. I gotta be right. Hey, everybody. This is Tea Time with Bunky presents Political Tuesdays with my special guest, Rashad of Cataract Entertainment.
Absolutely. Each and every Tuesday, we will be going over political topics. It's not a debate, but
Right.
we're gonna get both sides, the black female side and the black male side.
And you know what? It's stuff you want to hear, things you guys want to talk about. We're going to go nationwide. We're going to go local. We're going to hit different topics, different points, because it's not all just presidential and what is it, congressmen and senate and all of that stuff. We also have, like I was telling Sean, we also have the political side of communities and water usage and policing. All of that is political. Everything is political. So I need you guys to tune in to Tea Time with Bunky every Tuesday, whatever, at 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
6 p.m. live on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Tell a friend, like, share, follow, and subscribe. We appreciate you. Tuning out, Bunky.
Rec Boy Shot. Political Tuesdays.
Political Tuesday.
Get in tune. Focus up.
Yeah, I had a brain freeze because at the time, all of this stuff was on my mind. So how do you feel about what I said? A mouthful. I didn't even give you a chance. How do you feel?
No, it's horrible, but it's small time politics at its best. Shout out to Wapter.
Yes.
Wapter Radio in the building.
But,
I
I forgot to do that announcement too. I got to do that.
Yeah, it just shows you if it can be this bad on a local level, imagine what it could be on a state level or a federal level. Like you just gave you gave a real blanket. Me, I'm safe. There's nothing really anybody could do to me. I make my own money. You get what I'm saying? I kind of live by my own rules within the rules of society. Like I don't depend on nobody.
Right.
You know, so it's not an issue. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's bad business. And how it went down, I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, Chris, exactly. It didn't even go. This is what let me get into it, Chris, because this is the crazy part.
Fixing my pearls. I know the assignment.
The inside didn't even go through. Like I don't think the captains, his peers, his superiors, none of that had anything to do with it. This is somebody who sits on a legislative village. This is somebody who sits on an elected board, and they sit there and they say, okay, they got a complaint from a civilian. This is not coming from
because we're gonna show how they get down too. I'm gonna show how they get down, but go ahead.
And it comes from a civilian to a member of a trustee, and from the trustee, because they employ the police, they do what they want to do. So now they go in there and say, "Yo, listen, you got this officer? Yeah, even though he's doing a good job, we're not saying none of the tickets are false, none of them are fake, made up.
I mean, no, you got to be here.
Yeah, no. It's just the fact that he's doing too much of it, which is his job, which is the craziest thing ever. So because the people that happen to be being ticketed are the same people who I have on my voting block, who got me here, who in return hired you to be the chief, I need you to rectify this situation.
But the thing is, like he asked about his superiors or whatever, his captain or whatever. Chris, you know that and everybody that knows me know I am so pro police. I am. When is right. When you're wrong, all the way around. And I apologized to this young man. And I told him, I said, I'm sorry that the blue line and your brothers, because they become brothers, did not support you. At the end of the day, you had the opportunity to work for the force, but now it's inconveniencing us because the people who get us in office, they're getting all their people to complain. Now, this right here, the Viewmaster, which I had to do some searching to find out who Viewmaster was. Now, mind you guys, don't come for me. I'm not anti-Semitic. I'm anti-wrong, because this is wrong. They sent this thing. I was disappointed to see the same officer ticketing Jewish drivers again this year. First of all, when the police officers are pulling over, I mean, like, hello, right there. Last summer, much pressure was put on the superintendent to have him transferred. And when she couldn't get rid of him, she basically lost her job. Says the officer targets Jews. Why can't he be transferred? Listen, first of all, wait a minute.
Yeah.
When you're blatantly driving with the phone in to your ear, when you're blatantly riding somebody's bumper, when you're blatantly going 10 to 15 miles over the speed limit, okay? When you're stopping while traffic is flowing, you just gonna stop, boom, pick somebody up. When you're, I don't, my windows are not tinted, because I'm like, I don't want to give nobody a chance, a reason to come for me at any point. Their windows are tinted from the front to the back, all the way blacked out, like it's the president of the United States. That's a ticket. I've seen people get tickets. I've seen officers get their tints lightened. So you're above the law?
Well,
I mean, like, no, it's just, it's
no. To be all fair, because see, I don't want people to get misled.
No, it's not.
No. Because I'm
just passionate about this thing.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to say you're emotional, because that sounds crazy, but you're passionate about it. No. You're passionate about it. But the people have to understand that are tuned in that while we were preparing, while this was happening, I forgot the name of the Hasidic ambulance.
It starts with an H. I can't pronounce it. H-A.
Yeah, okay. Whatever it is. But they personally put out a warning to their own people saying, yo, listen,
I forgot to upload that. Yeah.
Slow down. There's too many accidents this summer. Now, just so that you know, she's not on a rant. It's not.
Oh, yeah. Just so they know, I'm not on a rant. Okay, that's
no. I think
WhatsApp, you guys. This is their actual. This is the way they communicate, through a WhatsApp conversation, and somebody sent me the WhatsApp conversation. So just so y'all know, I'm not just bugging.
Absolutely. And if you go and check the statistics,
it's the money and the
for
power.
driving accidents in Sullivan County from May 25th to September 3rd or 5th, there's going to show you an increase. Once you go in the statistics, it's going to show you who has the accidents, why insurance is so high in New York State, why insurance is high in Sullivan County, you know. So it's not just like you being upset because a good officer lost his job. This is a problem.
Right.
And it's coming to a head with an officer that actually was doing his job. Now, my thing is this. Okay, he's giving out tickets, right? Let's just lay this all out. He's giving out tickets. That we know, because they said he's giving out tickets. The Hasidic ambulance company saying, yo, we're having too many accidents this year with our people. You guys need to slow down and pay attention. What's going on here? This is just what it is. So now, what are the rest of the unit or the department doing? Like, you can't, you force somebody to resign or
have a bullseye on your back where you're in a hostile work environment.
But is that the case? We might need to get him on here to really.
No, I've had the conversation with him.
Okay. That's good. All right, that's good with me. That's good with me then. All right.
Wait, let's put a pin in it. We'll be back. Finish having this conversation. Hi, everybody. This is Bunky. I would like to invite you to my groundbreaking episode of Tea Time with Bunky. I will be having my first live studio audience. Yes, Tea Time with Bunky has a live studio audience for my episode that's airing on October 3rd. Yes, October 3rd. I will be giving away 15 Tea Time with Bunky tickets to the first 15 people that ask for it. So the panel discussion will be menopause, something that all women will be going through one day. So tune in, let's talk about it. Women in different phases of it, and the audience can ask questions and be a part of. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Special Tea Time with Bunky, October 3rd. Hit the button and get your ticket. See you there. About that show, for those that want to come, you can't comment on the post. You have to send me a message because I'm not going to know. I don't see a lot of the comments. And then, like I said, the first 15 people get your tickets, and also give me a shirt size. That's a clue. Give me a shirt size. All right.
Nice.
So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. It's just a total mess, but there's a lesson in everything.
What's the lesson?
No, the lesson is I'm gonna tell you exactly what the lesson is. I'm glad you asked, Bunky. See, that's why I rocks with you. The lesson is, listen, the lesson is, when in Rome, do as the Romans. You know why he got booted out? Because we don't stick together. How many black officers are there in Fallsburg, on the Fallsburg Police Department?
None. I don't think so.
Now, how many black residents are there in Fallsburg?
I don't know because they're in hiding. No, you know what? No, I can tell you this. It's not like it was when I was growing up. Okay. I saw the diversity growing up. I don't anymore.
All right. But even so, I go to the basketball games, I go to the track meets.
Yeah, I don't.
No, I'm involved in at least the schooling part. Like I'm there for the events and all that other good stuff.
Yeah.
There's a few black families. There's enough black families out there. If we know that the Hasidic community votes in a voting block.
In a block. They block vote through that WhatsApp, y'all.
Okay, so they block vote. And then what happens is they block vote for a person who's going to look out for their best interests.
Right.
This goes back to our first show when I said, Kamala, we love you. Well, you got to do something for your peoples. We're coming out and, she has the biggest block vote out, which is African-American women.
Yes.
So they're voting in a block.
Yes.
There's no different than what we do national that we do locally. Why couldn't somebody, you don't have to run. You don't have to run, but you can get somebody who's going to answer for what you think may need to be done, and then we get a block vote. Like, is a difference between summer residents, and permanent residents. So there's always there's always a solution. We have to focus up and start getting organized. And before we get organized on a national level, we have to get organized on a local level, because the same powers that the Hasidics, or not even just Hasidics. If you think it's just the Hasidics, you're
no.
busted.
It's not just. I'm just in the moment.
No. Absolutely.
Not even just in the moment. Looking at what I see.
No, this is this police thing is just one thing. Like you said before, the infrastructure itself is wild.
I mean, y'all, we be losing water.
Yeah,
because they build it so much. It's just not big enough to hold the water.
But this is what I'm saying. They've taken what needs to be done to get things done. Now, who's at fault if you notice? If we didn't know what was going on, then you can't fault us for not knowing. But because now that we do know, and this is what sucks. It sucks because young men, like this officer, is chased out of a job because the elders, the older people, haven't figured out how to come together to protect our young.
Because you know what I think it is? And like I had said before, this is just a conversation with it's not that it's disrespect. I respect what they did, what they do, how they move to a way, because they move as a unit, you know. They move as a unit. One doesn't go one place without checking in with the head, because that's how it works. The head controls everything and everything sprinkles down. So it's like, so they move in a wave together. And growing up here 54 years, I've watched the wave and the movement, you know. And it seems like somebody has said to me, well, you really can't say anything because you don't own a house here. And you know what? I wouldn't want to own anything. I'm not married. I'm not an outdoorsy person. I'm not cutting the grass. I grew up. Technically, there should be generational wealth in my family, because growing up in Fallsburg, my great-grandfather owned a store. Right up the road was his house. So the house seriously caught on fire. Okay. And then they bought this other property. I don't know what happened to the property. And my grandparents, the house I grew up in, they owned that house. It was a beautiful house. And when my grandmother passed, she wanted to leave it to me. I didn't want it, not realizing the significance of it. I was 20, you know. All I'm saying, oh, when I walk in this house, is just memories. My grandfather died in this house. I can't live here. Not thinking of the importance of it. And now Hasidics own the property. And all the housing. There's no housing. Equal up. There's no low income housing for regular people like us. You see all these new structures being built with all these units, hundreds of units all over, acres and acres of land, but nothing. If they integrated more with us, if it was like for everybody, I couldn't say nothing. I'd be like, you know what? I don't care if you own everything, as long as, you know, but they own their own stores. They own their own restaurants. They own all the property. And it's like, I'm looking at it, and in the back of my mind, I hear, well, you can't say anything because you don't own anything, you know. And I feel, don't come for me, I feel that a lot of Black people are like, well, as long as it's not affecting me right now, it's not, so I'm just going to be quiet and keep my peace. And that just seems like it goes back from slavery times. Like, as long as it's not affecting me, let me stay in my little corner, keep my little, I'm not going to ruffle feathers and make them mad at me.
Well, you just unpacked a lot, because
that was a lot.
No, because there's so many different dynamics in that.
I'm all over my mind. I'm telling you, I've been on 20 since all this meant.
So what's the solution then? Because my whole thing is this, like,
right here, I'm going to tell you my opinion. There is no solution. It's done. It's a wrap. They are bought and sold, wrapped up in a nice little package.
Do you think so?
I think so?
I mean, because think about it.
You see Monroe? Have you seen Monroe?
All right. So now I'm glad you mentioned that. If we see an example, why are we just saying, yo, it's a wrap? Why aren't we telling people, buy up, get yours, figure it out? Because if this is, think about what you said. Your great-grandfather had a store in Fallsburg. Right? He's probably turning over in his grave because you're talking about, I'm packing up.
He probably is.
Like, are you so now? All right, we got to be fair. I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
Okay. Oh yeah, this is a conversation.
No, so the best advice is to pack it up and go because it's too late.
That's what I would tell people. Run for the
See, that's not right then, because
know, but listen, you know why I say that.
No, don't say you gonna tell me that, and then I say, yo, that's not right, and you say, yeah, I know.
No, because listen, it's when you talked about politicians putting people in place, like find out people like how they block vote, right? Twice I thought I was doing that. Twice. And I got bamboozled. I mean, when I say sheep in wolves in sheep's clothing, I am so disappointed. It's like it makes you see red. You know,
but it's a learning experience.
That it is.
You stop. You just quit.
I'm always gonna vote. I'm always gonna vote.
I'm talking about voting, but I'm talking about like
Karen.
Right?
I have no hope for Sullivan County.
No, but check it out, right? Roe bought a house up here, right?
Yep.
Okay. Roe is when does Roe retire? How old will he be when he retires?
Oh my God, I don't know. He said
25 years from now.
He could sell that house.
No, I'm not saying. when he
Transfer.
retires. What's the time that he's gonna? How many more years he got to go until he retires? What he's gonna retire at? What's the age? 25 years from now, from what his age is now.
He'll be 55.
Perfect. All right. So now at 55, he can retire, right?
No. 25 years, he'll be 53.
Okay, 53, even better. He's gonna be here for the next 25 years.
He don't have to be.
No, but he bought a house. He's invested. Bunky, he's invested.
Listen,
I don't
Sean, they
care.
knock on doors.
Baby. Okay, no, but
They
listen.
knock on your door. You want to sell your house? Everybody
No.
has a price. This
But
is
check
how
it
they
out.
move.
No, but check it out. He's already made the conscious decision to invest here.
Right.
So now, most mortgages are 20, 25 years, 15 if you double up. So just say he's just here until he's paying off his house until he retires.
Okay.
Do you know what type of movement he could start in the next 25 years? To where he could be the leading candidate. Like he could be somebody that has enough grassroots, enough support. And 25 years is a long time, but it's gonna go quick.
It's gonna go real quick.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. So he's here. He's invested.
Right.
You also have another granddaughter here. You don't know how long she's gonna be here.
I want them out.
But I get all that, but they're already here. So now my thing is, you can go
right
and leave the problem, because the problem's not gonna be solved.
The problem is everywhere.
No, not this problem. I don't think
not this problem.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you're literally leaving a problem.
Yeah.
And you're gonna go deal with some other problems.
Right. But I'm not vested. I'm not emotionally attached to the other problem.
Yeah, but you're emotionally attached here. So why would you just like think about it? I just gave you 3 good reasons. You got your baby son, your baby grandson, and then you got your granddaughter.
Right.
So now the investment, those are the seeds already. So now, yes, this dude or whoever he is on this week, town justice situation, the trustees, it's just like how they got in there and they have a block. You could do the same thing so that we can really see the change. My thing is, what? We identified the problem.
But you know what? But there has to be more people willing to have this conversation. If you're going to continue to act like an ostrich and keep your head in the sand, there's not going to be any change. They can't just depend on me or you to have this conversation, be out in the forefront, boom, and then you send little messages, and then you're not even going to follow through. See, we can't do it by ourselves. Not everybody is speaking out.
But you know what? And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to keep it 100 with you right now.
Please.
At that point, it doesn't even matter if they with you or they not with you. Because if you got to wonder if they with you or they not with you, you shouldn't be leading anyway.
I do this.
No. I'm just saying, like, think about it. We just small example. We decided we're going to do a back to school drive.
Right.
I am not rich. I don't know what people think.
Right.
I am not rich. I'm only a year into my own business. But we didn't worry about that. Mm-hmm. I'm not worried about whether or not Joe Schmo and this person is going to contribute so it gets bigger.
Right.
I'm just saying, listen, this is what I got to work with. I've been blessed to start with this, and I'm going to give this back to the community. And because I did that, now I'm getting donations. Things are starting to move in that direction. Oh, word, son, you go do that? Right. Cool, I got you. Yo, here's $100 here. Here's $200 here. We're getting corporations and businesses sending checks.
Right.
I didn't worry about that part. If I only gave out 10 book bags, that's all I could give out.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So now, and that's the movement that we need. That's the energy that we need. Right. We need for people to say, yo, we're going to do this. And it doesn't matter whether you're with us or not. We're gonna do this because that might be Roe that they
Right.
try to chase out. You get what I'm saying? That
Oh,
might be
absolutely.
no, real talk. So
And
so
no, oh no, that's 100%. But it's like, but how do you get the people in position to realize how it's affecting the people who gave you the vote? Not just the people who are here 2 months out of the year, or come up on the holidays, but the people that are here 365. How do you get those people to realize, okay, this is affecting the people that we can depend on a regular basis? See, that's my problem with all of this politic mess. It's like they don't see it. They're gonna. It's like okay, perfect example. During election time, right? People running
Mhm.
for mayor, governor, board, whatever. They always go into the black church. Are they not always going there during election time?
Absolutely.
They always. You don't see them no other time during election time. And what happens? The black church always welcomes them in. Always welcomes them in. And then what do? They step on their neck. We got your church's vote. Now how do you get them to see that that's not right? It's
Because
not
we
just
need to
about the
go.
church.
You know how we get them to see us right? It's by going into the churches and bringing these issues to the churches.
But listen,
Like,
but that's the thing. Growing up in not just growing up in the church, but being in the well, I'm not in there like that no more, but being in the church like that, I see how they move. It's like
no,
like I said, they don't speak up. It's like, well, I'm being taken care of. My family's fine. I'm not gonna ruffle the feathers. I'm not gonna say anything. That's the problem.
yeah, but I think me personally, um, I think that it's it's a little bit more deeper than that, and I
It
think that
is.
if
Yeah.
the grass
What?
if
Get a price
we
tag.
did grassroots things like we're supposed to, then it would be different. Like yo, dude, like honestly, all the black churches or there's like you ever go through Monticello on Broadway right across the street from Chase Bank?
Uh-huh.
They have the court
Yeah, they have
building
a
there.
list of all the churches, and there's more since then.
My thing is there's like 20 something on there. This
Mhm.
might be 30. It might be 30. But we're relying on a barbershop to give out school supplies. Like this is what I'm saying. Like the essence of what community is and should be has been lost from the time when my grandmother took me to church. Because when my grandmother took me to church, there was always something going on for the community. There was always trips. They were in the community, so it's just different. And now I don't know if it's even before COVID. Even the churches have gotten out of touch with trying to connect with the youth to
No,
where
that's n- n-
that's what.
trying to think. Because like growing up in the church, like I was there 6 days a week. Um, but we played. It was a different time. It was a different time. It was a different era.
Yeah, but
And but they still, no disrespect to my grandparents and my great grandparents and all them, no disrespect. But like these type of conversations, I never heard spoken out loud, like voicing like they'll talk amongst each other, but they're not going against. You know what I'm like? That's what I'm talking about. Like we're like, well, I'm like rah rah rah. I'm like like screaming from the hilltop. But they don't. I've never seen that. I've never seen it, and that's why I say black people. Like they.
well, you got to understand too what they grew up in. They see
Oh yeah,
my
they grew up. We
well,
grew
they
up
see
messed up.
well. Think about
Went
well.
from
Just think
16,
about your
19. Huh?
well. Just think about what they seen as they were getting old.
Yeah.
A young guy who's militant, who says he's Muslim and goes by the name of Malcolm X, and he has this whole movement, and he's the most feared Negro in America at the time, and then he's assassinated. And then
Hold that assassination thought. Hold that assassination.
hey,
Hi, this is Bunky from Tea Time with Bunky Podcast Radio. I'm inviting you to tune in to Tea Time with Bunky every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for enlightening discussions, empowering stories, and dialogues. Trust me, you want to hear them. On Tea Time with Bunky, no conversation is too big, no conversation is too small. We have conversations from inspiring stories of triumph and survivor tales to discussion on politics, promoting your local businesses, and exploring everyday life topics. Trust me, this podcast is your safe space for open dialogue, healing, and self-discovery. Doesn't get any more real than having a hot flash. Hello, the fan. So I invite you to tune in on Facebook, on YouTube, and Instagram. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on these conversations that matter most to you. I will see you there.
Bunk,
Yes.
you gotta. You listen. I get it. We get it. The fan, menopause. I can't wait till the menopause show is over. I can't wait because that's all I've been hearing about is menopause.
Because Sean, it's real.
I know it's real. Yo, Bunk, you're scaring me. Don't scare me. Don't scare me because my wife will be going through this. And
yes, and you're gonna be getting her attitude and everything that come along.
I'm cool with that, but you making it seem like like it might be like the end. Like you making it like you're like I got the fan. I'm like, damn, what's
John? Because okay, I'm gonna describe it to you what it feels like. Okay, the hot flashes. This is the only way I can describe it. It's like a burning from the inside out. It's like an internal flame that just. You could be talking to somebody. I see it with my aunts. I'll be talking to them, and all of a sudden, beads of sweat. Yeah, so and there's nothing you can do to calm it.
Yeah, but I mean, I've seen people have hot flashes. Now to have them uncontrollably because of you're going through changes. That's the nature. That's
thank Eve for that.
But that's the part where you're like, okay, I have sympathy for you because you really don't know when they're coming on.
Yeah.
Like guys have hot flashes, but there's usually something that starts it. Like they get warm inside because of a situation or a feeling or whatever the case may be, but they can kind of detect that it's gonna happen.
Well, you start to get warm, but you don't know. Like that's why I'm prepared. You don't know.
Real quick, I don't want to really get into that because we're gonna have a whole show.
We're gonna have a whole live.
Does it pass?
It does.
Menopause pass, so it's just a time. It's like
it lasts. Menopause can last.
Don't tell me this, Monkey. Don't tell me like. Is it gonna last like puberty? Does it?
I think it's longer. Like it's longer.
Nigga.
Oh yeah, it's longer.
My bad. Okay. What are we doing? All right. That's another show for.
Yes, that's live
October 3rd, right?
October 3rd.
Got you. All right. So with this situation, with the officer and what do you suggest besides packing up and leaving? Because some of us can't pack up and leave.
No, I mean,
how do we stop this? How do we stop this from reoccurring? Because I'm pretty sure like this officer has. He's not from here. He doesn't have a lot of family, and that's another.
And that's another reason why too. Another reason why I spoke out because I wanted him to see that he's not by himself. I'm a mother. Okay, I'm a mother. His mother's not here. He's up here by himself, and I will not idly sit by and just let y'all do this. And like they're announcing his resignation, accepting it tonight at the town board. Let me tell you, if we didn't have this show, I would have been right there. I'm gonna go to the next one. Because I just want to see when you look at the agendas. How many times do they accept somebody's resignation? Oh, there was a lot of resignations that just went through. That's a lot.
What I'm saying. They're not making no big announcement or big thing about it. This people tune in. This right here will let you know that there's more to it. Right. When they're making it when they're making it bigger.
Yeah.
To say, well, we're doing it the right way.
Absolutely.
Come look, because we're doing it the right way.
I mean, they put it up on Sullivan Uncensored from the Fallsburg PD department. Why would you do that? It's
not
like
only that, but how many other people have resigned and they put it up there? There's people resigning all the time and they don't never put it up there. So
because they had to. It was like to me,
okay.
because I'm black and I can say this.
Hmm.
To me, it was like a local lynching. It was like we finally got him. He's out of here. So y'all don't have to worry about him anymore. And people be like, oh my God, Bunky, why did you say that?
But see,
Why
now
did
see,
you say that? Because you know what? Everything is not anti-Semitic. But they
no,
make it and they make it. That's what they do. You know, that's their go-to line.
but
Everything. Like
even
I've been called it. So, but I want to let them black, we have gone through and still going through.
yeah,
That
but
was a modern day civil lynching.
I don't even think it's
It's
nowhere
crazy.
near anti-Semitic. It's not being. It's not has nothing to
But
do.
us having this conversation, Sean, us just having this conversation is anti-Semitic. Everything is anti-Semitic. No, it's not. Why
Yeah,
can't
well,
I
I
stand up
don't.
for a black person?
It's not even that. I mean, me personally, I'm trying to look to the point to where it really doesn't matter if it was a Latin group who was saying that yo, he's targeting all Mexicans. My thing is this: there's a process.
Yeah, over
The way
years.
you do,
Lots
yeah.
and lots of complaints. Now look at this
Oh,
guy, right?
okay.
Only thing intimidating about him is his size. He's a big guy.
No,
Because,
listen.
huh?
I'm gonna tell you, Bunk. I'm tell you. I'm gonna tell you. If Corey ran that on me, yeah, I'm gonna be
I would
like,
have been
all right.
scared too.
No, no, no,
Yeah.
no, no. I'm not gonna be scared. I'm gonna be like, let me check his temperature because I've been in situations where it's like, oh,
Yeah,
what up, brother?
hostile and
And the guy's nope, and the guy's been like, yo, I'm not your brother. I'm French Canadian. Pump the brakes, homie. It's not that serious. And then I've seen other people who look like me, and they're like, like, all right, yo, listen, they do their job respectfully.
uh-huh.
So my whole thing is like, yo, is he gonna wild out because of his you never like you remember Boys in the Hood when the black officer came to the house. I'm
But
on that type of time. So
you
now
got
I gotta make sure that yo, listen, you seen the 5 black officers that killed that other boy. They were
yeah.
all black.
Look, I'm scared of officers, period. Black, white, or indifferent.
Okay.
I don't
Talk
rock with them
about it.
because you don't know they
Talk
got a
about it.
gun on their hip. I don't rock with them. But if you get to know him and you have a conversation with him, you'll see that he's not that person. He's not that person at all.
No, no, no.
But
I get all that. But you gotta understand that people 9 times out of 10, after they see them lights, they not trying to get it, not trying to be
no,
comfortable
I'm
with
not.
the guy.
You're
But
so real.
yeah, they're not absolutely 10-2.
Right.
Keep don't make no sudden
But
movements.
is that the only black? Is that only the black community that feels that way? Are we the only ones that
No,
are
no,
programmed?
absolutely.
We're the only
Think
ones that
about
are
it.
programmed that
Not to
don't.
work. Think about it. We teach our kids that. We
Yes.
teach especially our kings,
Yeah.
our sons.
Absolutely.
We teach them like, yo, listen, when he pull you over, do not give him a reason. There's a reason why we say this.
Yes.
It's not make believe, and we tell them all cops.
Right.
Not to say that all cops are bad. What we're saying is,
Right.
listen, don't give them an excuse,
Right.
a
Exactly.
reason,
Right.
and but the point of all of that is it's not black, it's not Jewish, it's a money grab. It's a political grab. And that's why we're discussing it on Political Tuesdays.
Right. That's why it's a political
It
Tuesday.
just so happens to be that these are the two groups.
Right.
But once you take the names of the groups, it's all about the people who have the money,
Right.
who put certain people in these
power.
positions
The power.
to dictate policy all the way else around. So
Right.
now, if you don't like the policy, you need to put the people that have your best interest.
Okay. And I'm glad you said that because it reminded me. I have his name somewhere. I was where I live in Woodridge. Okay. We talked about the block vote, the write-in, right? The write-in. Like if you don't like somebody or whatever, find your person and put them in. Now there's Mr. I got a few minutes. Mr. Rosenshine. I forgot his name. He used to be a teacher. He used to be a teacher at Head Start. He's running for
Okay.
mayor, right? He's running for mayor. But what did I see on the side of a building? Vote for Marty Rosenberg. That's going to be the write-in. That's going to be the write-in. That's going to be the new mayor of Woodridge, and I'm calling it out. Unless the people get together and be like, enough is enough. But are they? Are they
Well,
afraid?
yo, listen. It's not even that
Scary.
they're afraid. They're not even tuned in. People
But-
see those signs. They're not even tuned in.
Right.
Bunky. No, look, no. But this when it comes to how big is Woodridge?
A hop, skip, and a jump.
No, I'm just saying, like it's not that big. You could probably in a week knock on everybody's door in Woodridge.
Well, before now, you got all the housing back in the
It
woods.
doesn't even. All right, maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I in Liberty. I think the person who won the mayor won by like 8-9 votes. Like,
But, you know, they did
but
a block vote, which is like 500.
it doesn't even matter about a block vote. Bunky, there's five. You can walk the town of Liberty and get 500 votes.
Yeah.
People aren't in tune. People have to be in tune, and it takes like you might not want to do it because you may not have the time. So what do we have to do? You have to do what these other groups are doing, and we have to feed that into the machine so that by the time they're ready to be able to do what we have to do, they're ready to do it.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if the people are with it. I really don't.
Well, it
And
only takes a small group to start, and we may not see the final fruits of the labor,
right.
but it would be dope to kind of start it. Like think about The Godfather, right? Everybody likes gangster movies and all this stuff. And The Godfather, his whole premise was okay, he came over the United States, he did what he did, you know, they did what they did, they formed a crime syndicate. But he never wanted his kids to be in that life. You know what he wanted his kids to go to school to do? Be a senator, be a mayor,
get in
a
position.
governor. Yeah, because guess what happens when you're in position? You don't have to worry about breaking the rules because you make the rules. And this is how America works. The sooner we understand, it's like when they freed us in 1865, you know, Juneteenth, 1865, and they said the last slaves are freed. They
Yeah.
didn't teach us how to read. So now, from 1865 to 2024, we've just now understanding how this works. And there's been a few who understood it earlier. That's why we have the Maxine Waters, the Clyburn, Kamala Harris. Like parents, people knew and understood this, so they prepped their kids. You know what we doing? Yeah, you could go ahead be LeBron. We're feeding false hope to a lot of our kids, and then don't understand why the laws don't help us because we're pumping the wrong thing.
But
We're
you know what?
pumping the wrong thing.
Thinking
Go ahead.
about it, I wonder if they would have never destroyed Black Wall Street. I wonder if they would have never destroyed that or Rosewoods, places like that. Because they were in the right mindset of how to rebuild the Black community. If it would have trickled down and we would have had some of the residual effects and we would have been better and greater. Like, is that why they went in there and destroyed those cities?
I'm gonna tell you. No, well, listen. That was done out of jealousy.
Of course,
So,
it is. It
but
all is.
But it wasn't about. All right, it was jealousy on a point that
That was financial and
you
stuff.
seen Rosewood, right?
Yeah.
The music teacher, he got a piano in his house. I ain't got no piano in my house.
But that's how it's always been.
Yeah,
That's how
but
it's always been.
before it even gets to that point, it starts with us. Like think about ask any of your sons how a Black manager is treated compared to a white manager. We hate ourselves. Like we envy, like we hate the fact that the guy next door to us who worked hard and did whatever he had to do has a Mercedes.
Mhm.
Oh, this uppity nigga. You get what I'm saying? Or
Absolutely.
the guy who got the supervisor spot. How many people would not rather, but will take orders without complaining from a white supervisor versus a
Oh,
black
absolutely.
supervisor?
Oh,
So
absolutely.
before,
It's within
not
us.
yeah, and
Broken. We're
we
still
really
broken.
have to. Yeah, no. Man, it's 2024. We gotta stop.
I
Still
know,
growing.
but you
We
know what?
gotta put this in action. We gotta put this in action.
But we are. I mean, we got to put it in action, but that doesn't take away from the fact that we're still broken. We
Yeah,
are broken people.
but I say that, and this is me talking to my big little sister. You are the strength that Emma sees. So
Yeah.
when you say I'm gone,
Like I'm out.
no. This is what she sees. Like, damn, grandma said she ain't dealing with it. Guess what? I ain't gonna deal with it because grandma is the epitome of what I think a woman is. I
Right.
have mom, but I have grandma, I have nana. There's
Right.
no other love of like nana's love.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I've and I'm not this is a grandson looking at towards my grandmothers, God rest their soul. And both of my grandmothers I envy because they've always held it down. Like I have one grandmother that
That's
was
what
like
black women do.
yes, but at the same time they were strong too. They were opposite of the spectrum. Like way opposite. My one grandmother was a stay at home, went to church 3 days a week, part of the choir, Bible study, and all that other stuff. And my other grandmother, she was having poker games, spade games, smoking weed at the crib. But it was grandma's. It was
Right.
the love never changed.
Right.
So I was able to see, and within seeing both of them, I saw one thing: they were both strong black women.
Right. But we're strong because we have to be shy.
Yeah, you have to be, but at the same
But we
time, when you
are the
take
mothers
on
of
that,
this world.
yeah, all right. And that's another subject I want to get into
Yeah.
because when you get, and this is even deeper than all of this, and this is probably why I don't really let it really get to me, because if you go back, the oldest person, the oldest civilization has been from the black.
Right.
So now check this out.
Deep South Asia.
Okay, well
Africa,
think about
Asia.
it. Think about it. If the oldest thing that we can come by is of African origins, black,
Right.
then that means everything else is black.
Mm-hmm.
That means Hasidics, y'all black. Because you can't take two white people and get black nothing.
No.
So now, this might be a little deep, but rock with me. Knowing that we are all black.
Mm-hmm.
So now that we are all black and color is out of it, it's about who wants to be smarter. It's nothing to do with color.
Right.
We're all black. And somebody had to understand that we were all black.
And you know what you just said got people in an uproar. No,
No, I mean, well, don't fight me. Fight history. Go fight Britannica. Go fight the. This is what it's been told. If you go back and look at the very first man, woman, they're gonna tell you they came from those origins.
Yeah,
think about it.
Really
Two black people can have an albino.
Right.
Show me two white people that can have a black child.
They can't.
It's impossible.
We can have us women of color. Wait, let me do this real quick. Let me do these ending credits real quick.
Yep.
Okay, us women of color, we can go in to have the baby, and you don't know what that baby gonna look like when you come out. And then people be like, "Oh, well, she must have cheated." No, that's that Eve gene that we carry. We birth the world. We can have any child that looks like anything, any hair texture, any eye color, any skin complexion. That's what we do.
Well, we know there's albino kids. We know that two black people can make it and have an albino. We've never seen two white people to where they have a jet black baby. It's
No,
never been done.
no.
So now, just don't. You ain't gotta beef with me. You ain't gotta argue. Just go back and look at science. You whatever science that you chose to look at,
Right.
they're gonna tell you the same thing.
Yeah.
So now, at that point, there is no color, and I think the people who are in power understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. The people in power don't give a fuck. Excuse my language. They don't care if you black, white, yellow, green, nothing, because they know where it all derives from. They have the knowledge.
I don't know if they all got the knowledge, Shad.
No. Listen, the powers. Listen.
Right, we looking at somebody who's like unraveling in front of us.
Listen. You don't think the Hasidims know who the original Jews are?
You know what? I don't know. I don't know if they know or not, because they say that they're the chosen ones in their minds, and over generations that they don't believe. I believe, I don't know, I'm not Jewish. If they believe that black Jews are true Jews, and hello, yes, they are. Like,
I mean,
do your history. Look
my
it
thing
up.
is, I mean, that's all you got to do is once you do the knowledge is there.
It's
you can't
there.
stop people. You can't not know. So
Yeah, once you know, you can't not know it.
Yeah, so you could pump fake all you want and act like you don't, like it's somebody's making it like it's fake news.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, when you look at it, you're gonna have to come to the realization of what's going on. And now you're gonna want to ask yourself, well, if they're the originals, why are they at the bottom of the totem pole? And that's the first question. And then from there, you're gonna dig, and then once you really dig, you might be upset at what you find, or you might be motivated, because if you're on the other side of the spectrum, then you have a better understanding. It's like, yo, listen, wait a minute, this is why they act like this, so that they can stop this from happening. Because if you go back and find out what it is, oh, it's up. It's up.
And you know what?
It's up.
It's terrible, but it's not terrible that we have to end here, because this right here is definitely Black history continuation conversation. It's definitely. And for once again, for those that are tuned in, I'm not hating on the Hasidic community. I'm not at all. They doing what they do. I'm not mad at them. I'm just mad that regular people aren't included. And the injustice that happened to this officer makes my blood boil. It makes my blood boil, because he's a young Black man that was just doing his job and made you unhappy. And so when you go against anything that they want, you're anti-Semitic, which is wrong. And like I keep saying, this is not about anti-Semitism. There's real anti-Semitism going on in this world, and they should be ashamed of themselves by saying, oh, he pulled me over, he's anti-Semitic. They need to be ashamed of themselves. That's just how I feel about that.
No, well, hopefully we understand that, yo, listen, if you can't beat them, join them. Get your own power.
No, they won't, yeah. I was going to say, they won't let them join them.
We ain't got to join them, but who cares? Like, who literally cares if, yo, dude, y'all want to have the fenced-in pool? And the cool. Guess what? We're going to have a fenced-in pool over here, too. We're going to start supporting what we do. That's what we got to get back to. The thing is,
we got to get to that. But will it even be allowable at this point? That's a good question we can pin. Will it even be allowable? Would the government, our government, Sullivan County government, allow a group of Black people to buy property and do that? Because there were things I heard in the beginning of the Tea Time saga that somebody even tried to get a little restaurant here in Woodridge, and they shut it down. So would the government allow it? I mean, would they allow it? So listen, that's the thing. It's absolutely so deep.
I believe it. If there's a will, there's a way. I don't care what's going on. You seen The Last Dragon?
Yeah,
deliver your pizza to Daddy Green's Pizza. My man had like this. He had a black. No. Listen, that's BS. You got to be a part of the change if you want.
Chad, I'm trying. Me and you were trying. How about that?
I'm
gonna
doing
end on
it. I'm not
yes,
trying nothing.
no,
I'm
no,
about to
no, you're
change.
doing it. I'm
No,
having the conversations that wouldn't be had where I'm more palatable to the African American Black woman. Well, a lot of women like
well, see,
it.
we need you to have the conversation,
We
and
have
we
the
need
conversation, and you do the footwork.
yeah, we need the strong black males to be out there to say, yo, I did yo, listen, this ain't no blowing no smoke for me. Everything I did dolo. Like
Yeah,
I didn't need nobody help. I didn't even my homies. Like, I didn't have no homies pulling up saying, yo, let me carry some wood in here. Let me put down some floors for you. Yo, brother, you need me to do something. If you want to be, if you want change, you have to be the example.
you do.
Later for what everybody
And
else
forget
said,
everybody else.
you
Exactly.
might be the corny one. You might, oh, son corny because
Yeah.
he having a family, he's doing something for his family. But at the end of the day, yo, do you know, Bunky? I cut this guy's hair, and he's a regular hair. So I comes in and gets a shave, boom, boom, older white dude. A guy who's watching me said, yo, you know who that is? And I'm like, yeah, I know who that is. He's like, so you got clientele like that? And I'm like, yo, dude, he rock with me. He's like, yo, his brother is a billionaire. He's a millionaire, and he comes in here to your shop, and he doesn't want to see nobody but you. And whatever you tell him you got going on, he's willing to help because he actually sees
That's
you
what's up.
do it.
That's what's
And
up.
yo, so it's like, yo, listen, don't tell me we can't do it. Don't tell me, yo, listen, and please don't believe. You don't have to go my path. You don't have to go through what I had to go through. Pick up where I'm at now.
Right. Right.
You get what
You
I'm
laid
saying?
the groundwork, and they just got to keep it going.
Stand on my shoulders.
Right.
And then
And mine,
listen.
and mine too. I'm opening up this dialogue. I'm opening up the conversation, and I need people to have the conversation. Speak your mind, because otherwise, all this, you're right, all this stuff is going to continue to happen. Whenever there's another black officer or whatever, he's going to have a target on his back, and it's going to be okay because now in their mind, all we got to do is complain, 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 go to the higher up, and they're done. Doesn't matter if it's their livelihood. But you know what? And I know I'm over my time, but like what got me, I remember during the Black Lives Matter, when we were out there marching and doing, I remember this big one that we did in Monticello where we actually walked around town. And we had stopped by the courthouse and the Black Library, that road, right? There was a bunch of us in that road, and we were doing something. I think it was the last part of our walk. And a Hasidic man yelled out the window, "Get a job." They don't sympathize with us, but we can sympathize with what they went through. They don't feel our pain, but we as Black people feel everybody's pain. I think that was the moral of the whole thing. I think that was the moral. It's not about color, it's about class. No, the color has something to do with it too, time. It really does. We can't just say it's about class or whatever. Color plays a large part in it. It plays a lot. I don't care what nobody says. It really, really does. And yeah, I'm not gonna get on that spiel, but like to all of my Jewish friends and family, because I have family, I love y'all, and y'all know that I do. But somebody got to speak out for the Black people in Sullivan County.
Nah, we gotta figure it out and start speaking out for our damn self.
We got to learn to come together.
But you know what? I guarantee you, the next black officer they hire, it won't be that it is. Because guess what? Next time, no. Because we're opening up the conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next time it ain't gonna be because it's gonna be somebody that's home fed. So now
but we'll be afraid to write them up because they're afraid of what's going to happen or interact with. I mean, and right after he resigned or after all this stuff happened, there was a fatality right up here. A fatality because there was 2 young men of that community. Their car flipped over, caught on fire, and those men were trapped alive in that burning car. Why? And they said speed was involved.
Well, they said they're speeding on a dangerous road in the area, in the vicinity of where they said Viewmaster was writing tickets. Make it make sense, people.
And then they made this in the article, well, they're driving and they're not used to driving on roads with no lines. Then, because there's so many times I went around the corner and they were right in my lane, then stay on your edge.
Well, my thing is this. if you're doing traffic infractions, then you need to be held accountable because there's other
Exactly.
people on the road. It has nothing to do with being Jewish or whatever. Now, what happens is they're not used to driving here. So because
No.
they're not driving here, that most of our accidents happen to be by Hasidics. It
Right.
has nothing to do. Is
Well,
nobody is
true.
targeting them. Nobody's saying,
No.
"Yo, all Hasidics can't drive." Yo, dude,
No.
do you know how many times in the summer you look around at somebody, a summer visitor doing something crazy, and you're like, anytime, any other time, to be a cop
Yeah, they
everywhere,
ain't nowhere to be found.
nowhere to be found. And why
I'm
is this
in my car
always
with
in
road
the
rage. Like,
summertime?
where is the
Why is this
cop?
always in the summertime? So now, and this, I'm going to end it like this. Maybe we don't need to have a conversation with the head of who the trustees are. Maybe we need to have a conversation
No,
with
this is
the
no,
head.
this is no. It wasn't the truck. It wasn't
Oh
them.
no, no,
This
no,
is
no,
who-
but no. But this is what I'm saying. Even we don't even need a conversation with them. We need a conversation with the chief of police because
Yeah,
you
because
only
he
got
whipped out.
one
That was a
officer.
front move. He did not have his.
No,
He
no,
did
but
not support him.
think about it. You only have one officer that's known for ticketing our summer visitors. So what happened to the rest of the office? Where are you guys at?
I
If
don't-
we know that in the summertime from May to September, Friday,
And Sunday.
Friday,
No,
and
yeah, and
Sunday,
Sunday.
from Woodridge all the way to Monticello, there's all types of issues with traffic going on,
Yeah.
and there's not a single Woodridge, Woodburn, Fallsburg cop around. What are you doing? And then the one that happens to be ticketing those breaking the law,
They have their own people.
forced to resign.
Mm-hmm.
We might need to talk to the chief of police. We might need to just bring you in and have a conversation because we got some questions. Like
Well,
what?
I have the retired chief coming
When?
on the show.
Yeah, but you have him on your show.
But y'all don't
Right.
do politics, y'all.
No, I don't do politics either.
Oh
But
yeah,
he's
no, he's coming on my show.
That's what I'm saying. He's doing tea time with Bunky. He's not doing political Tuesdays.
But he already no, I don't think he's a political Tuesday.
Well,
He's a
that's what he
conversation.
used to
He's not a
be
political.
because-
Huh?
Well, I mean, he's a cop. He's the
He's a
chief of
retired-
police. That's politics. You got hired by somebody that got voted in.
But see,
That's
but the thing is, he know where I stand. He know. So it's not like he coming in blind, and it's good because he's retired. He's black, and he know where I stand. He knows.
Listen.
No.
I gotta address this. Why are you supposed to trouble the people that bring all the money there? They don't spend money in my shop.
I didn't
homie.
see that. Right. Why?
They don't. Guess what they did? They built their own shopping centers.
Yes.
So guess what? They're not going to none of those spots. You get what I'm saying? They're bringing in their own clothing spots. So
No.
guess what? There's no money being spent in. They're
There's no
tax
money.
write-offs.
Yeah,
There's
tax
nothing
write-off.
being here. And guess what? They're opening up schools here. So guess what that happens?
Yeah,
Just for the
right.
people who just like to talk and post, guess what happens with that? School taxes go up.
Yeah.
Most of the
Housing
school
taxes.
taxes, no. 90% of the school taxes and the budget for the school taxes go to private and religious schools. Don't be mad at me.
Yeah, they're trying to that was on their voting thing tonight on their agenda, a charter school.
Know. But they talk about but then you got people talking about, well, don't scare the people because they spend money. They don't spend no money. They spend it with
They're like, oh, they bring jobs. Yeah,
they don't bring no jobs. They don't bring no jobs. They don't spend no money here.
No.
And the thing to learn is to understand it's not a bad thing that they do. You can also do it. We can also do it. And I guarantee you that if we did it, it would probably last a little bit longer because we are permanently here. Instead, we're divided with people who say, no, it doesn't matter what I do because it'll never change. And then other people who are misled and believe that, oh, well, they're bringing money in. Let's talk about facts. Talk to somebody who actually is born and raised and has a business here trying to provide. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. We just got to focus up. And maybe I might be to blame because I'm not willing to be y'all martyr. I'm not willing to stand up for the people. I'm going to stand up for my tribe. And maybe I may spark the voice who's willing to stand up. And then we support that. I'm just keeping it a buck. But
Right.
reality is reality. And these are the facts. There's nothing that they're doing that we can't do ourselves and that we should be already doing ourselves.
But, and we're going to end this, but the thing that they're doing that we're not doing, the main thing, is they're working together.
Togetherness. That's it.
They're working together. And so you can't hate on that. You can't hate on that.
Not at all. Not at
All
all.
their elders, all of them, their elders are their elders, and
They take care of theirs. They take care of their tribe.
They take care of their tribe. And so you can't hate on that. It's just disheartening growing up here and seeing what's going on.
We just gotta figure it out so that we can make the moves. It's not impossible, and it's never too late.
Nothing in this life, nothing is impossible, and with God, all things are possible. So anything can happen.
Absolutely, Bob.
Anything
Good
can
show. I had a great conversation with you. I hope you feel better too. I hope this.
You know what? I do and I don't, because at the end of the day, I can't with you. I can't with you. At the end of the day, this young man is no longer where he loves for right now. But but like I told him, I was like, what they meant for evil, God meant for good. There's something greater for you because you are great. You are great. So what they did, rah, it'll come back on them because God don't like ugly. My grandma used to say he ain't too keen on cute either, but he really don't like ugly. Really? And what they did was ugly. And so all those sitting in high places doing what they doing, everybody's going to fall. And they burning bridges that you can never recross. So that's just what it is. And that's that for that. And I'm gonna make sure y'all tune in tomorrow at 7 p.m. on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, in the studio with the Rec Boys, where you have my guests here, co-hosts for Political Tuesday, Rashad and Mr. Ketcherek. That's on Wednesday. And on Thursdays, Tea Time with Bunky, which is 7 p.m. This week, I have the singing sensation, Miss Niaja Chanel. She will be on this Thursday. Next Tuesday, we're gonna get back into Kamala.
Yes, we're gonna bust down some of her accomplishments. Nobody knows about Kamala. Well, we're gonna tell you exactly some of her accomplishments that she's helped. You guys got to remember, she was vice president of the Joe Biden for the last 4 years. There's a lot of things that she was doing behind the scenes that actually got accomplished. Like for one, she was the deciding vote for the cap of the insulin for $35. So
for all the diabetics out there,
Kamala
for that.
Because she was literally the deciding vote. So, but we're gonna jump into that next week. Right. Make sure you guys tune in to me tomorrow. We got Big Face Beanie in the building, in the studio with the Rec Boys, 7 p.m. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Instagram is going to be a dope show. Gabe and those guys are on tonight. We got to get going.
Right. Gabe and them are on now on what we're talking about live on YouTube. So you guys jump on over there. And I just have to address this real quick. You said there's nothing wrong with burning the bridge that you ain't that ain't leading nowhere. There is something wrong with burning down the bridge because sometimes you make a wrong turn and gotta turn back. So don't ever forget that time, because we all make wrong turns sometimes and gotta back up and turn around. So why I let you get my blood pressure up like that, man?
All right, go get your fan. Go get your fan, girl.
I got it right here. I got it right here. So you guys going over. I love you those times. I really do, but you be stressing me out. So go on over to YouTube right now. Catch what you're talking about in the studio with the Rec Boys. I don't know if I did my video. You can catch Tea Time with Bunky every Thursday morning at 8 a.m. on Culture Shock Radio, WAP the Music FM, Confidence Radio. Okay, wait. Yeah, Culture Shock, Confidence Radio, Radio Facero, Rockbox Radio, WAP the Music, and what's that new
Gnarly FM in Ecuador.
in Ecuador. So yeah, I'm sorry. Go download the VGN app. So you guys have a great night. I'm over. See ya. No. See ya.